Hey there, YouTube. I'm Ikitsu. This is the Ikitsu Times. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to a little bit of Sins of a Solar Empire 2. So, people were asking me to play some full games. And one of the things that I've sort of been doing is gradually going through each of the maps and just playing them until I could beat the impossible AI. So, rather than showing like anything competent, what I'm going to go and do is show you guys a process, which is how I actually figure out how to do this. I'm going to be doing this with tech. In this particular case, I'm going to be trying out something that I theorized and mentioned earlier. So let's go ahead and switch this to what we're doing. We're going to be using the tech enclave in this particular instance. And what we're going to do is just set this on like whatever, because what we're doing for the first part is basic reconnaissance. So we're just going to hit start game and we're just going to go ahead and do a quick thing here because I don't know any of the details about this map. I'm not going to try and beat this on an easier difficulty than ramp it up. And the big reason I don't do that is because when you're playing against the impossible AI, it has particular quirks and sort of ways that it plays the map. And if you play it on the easier difficulties, it gives you a false sense for the timings. What I want to do is figure out what those timings are on impossible difficulty and then figure out how to counter those specific things. That's how I sort of play against the impossible AI. It cheats tremendously, but there are a few things that I'll typically be able to do that usually let me win, even if I haven't really researched very much. So, first thing that happens, oh yeah, by the way, never do this method when you're playing as Visari, just switch to a different faction for this. Alright, so we're going into here, and what we're going to do is just build, like, a bunch of scouts, and we're just going to hit times 10. And you could also just look up the map, but I haven't found a good place that really gives you a good idea of what the map is honestly like. Ooh, these are long phase lanes. Okay, interesting. So there's an isolated comet up there, there's a moon nearby. There's a nebula that means nothing. That's actually really bad there because you can't fortify, so that leaves our homeworld exposed. So every jump that we could do leads us to something that's not really valuable. And in fact, this one actually leads us to a dead asteroid too. That one leads us to a radiation storm. That one leads us to a plasma storm. What's interesting about this setup is that actually we're not expected to be able to choke point and defend in this area until late game when we can start building a station over here. Because prior to this, we're stuck defending our homeworld rather than anything else. These guys are down here. Okay. I'm not sure if these guys are guaranteed spawn or if that's something different, but in any event, that's fine. Still haven't located the enemy yet. There they are. Planet. Okay, so this is crazy. I'm not sure I appreciate this map. So supposedly there's like a rare artifact somewhere. I'm wondering if it's in one of the derelicts. It's probably actually on one of the planets that you can sort of get to, but what we're still trying to do here is just try and figure out what's going on. So there's the first planet that's worth colonizing that's not occupied by one of the neutrals, which you know is difficult to get to, is a gas giant, which So the thing about gas giants is they're not exactly that habitable. It's over here in tier 3 to just land on the thing. And then there's pirates up here. So, alright. What's our thoughts about this particular map? This map is brutal. There's no expansion points. We've got this one planet back here that we can expand to. I'm assuming that they've also got similar. And then we've also got this moon that we can expand to as well. So it's those two planets. Let's check what this is going to look like. That moon can turn into a choke point, which is interesting, and this can turn into a choke point, but all three of these planets have to be defended, and we have to possibly take this because this actually becomes disproportionately more important than it would normally be in most cases. In fact, you may want to take this first and then start building defenses on it. The AI tends to not like going like across all of these just to get to here. It's more likely to go to here to attack you if you've got something here. So against the impossible AI, there's a very high chance that we want to take this little asteroid that's like far point from our cap and then go back to these other two rather than letting this fall into enemy hands and then having to deal with their fortifications, leaving us behind a planet. That would get us a little bit more income than it would through other methods. I think that we abandon any idea about expanding into the this planet here. I'm wondering if there are any advanced gravity lanes. Like, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, there's no other gravity lanes here. For minor factions, it looks like there's pirates here and two others. Usually pirates, if there are those, are guaranteed, but I don't actually know if that's true here. So we'll have to try this one more time, but we'll actually just check that when we're actually in the game itself. So yeah, you can see that there's an Akan heading over to here, trying to colonize that up. There's actually a fairly decent number of enemy units onto there, but that's kind of fine. So let's just quit game here, and we're going to go back into it, but we're going to have the impossible AI. So I'm not expecting to win this particular round. This is not what we're going into this for. Let's play this against the Visari, and we're just going to go like that. But yeah, this is definitely a situation where we can't really tech up, so we have to find low-tech solutions. And what I was planning on doing was showcasing a strategy where we go with coals and percherons, which is actually perfect for this. It's relatively low tech because we can get everything that we need by tech 2. The one problem is I want to just I'm paused here real quick, but we want to actually have the recharger droids unlocked. Is there any? I forget when we get antimatter tech with this faction here. I know that we get it, but I just can't remember where it is there. Antimatter engine unlock is actually here. The reason this is kind of important is that we do want to potentially have our coals equipped with antimatter engines, depending on like how we're doing with them. If we're using them as an incredibly expendable sort of thing, then we're not going to bother with that, but otherwise that's going to be something that we want to have access to. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be building like coals. We're going to use the experimental beam and we're going to have them frontline. And they're just going to be like big, dumb cruiser-like things. So obviously, if we're making an entire strategy built around the coal battleship, we're going to start off with the Sova. That's the logical thing to do in that particular case. But the coal using the beam as its focus is pretty weak to lighter ships, which the AI really likes to spam, and people like to spam as well. So that's why we're going to be mixing this fleet with the Percheron, which is very, very good against lighter ships. In fact, I think that the tech one is one of the better ones out there as far as dealing with that kind of thing goes, as far as cost efficiency and stuff like that, and being able to actually access it fairly quickly. Since we want to access this quite fast, we are going to want to go ahead and get a little bit... Normally I would be doing this without talking, so I wouldn't be focusing on all this, but we do want to make sure that we're doing something here the entire time. We're going to go ahead and get Mining 1, and we're going to go ahead and get a Civic Research and a Military Research. We do potentially have the ability to get more stuff later on, but I don't think that we're going to actually be able to ramp trade in this case. So that's not going to be something that we're focused on here. So we're just going to hit on pause, and then pause again.
Reading you loud and clear.
And for our starting ship, we're obviously going to go deploy missile battery. Deploy missile battery on the Sova is the strongest sort of ship that you can have for expansion during the early game. Just taking a look here at the lengths of it, we can tell that our jump down here is going to be the one that's going to be that asteroid that we want to go for. So
standing by.
Just going to go ahead and do that. And what we're going to want is a Protip Colony frigate. And then we're going to get some Cobalt Light frigates as our starting sort of force here. So yeah, like looking into this position and stuff like that, we do want to be like ecoing fairly quickly just so that we can start ramping production. But this situation, we actually need to be like ramping production like right away. I'm going to get these pre-done here, and what I'm going to want to assume is that we can actually figure out who the indies are relatively free. So we're not that interested in getting indies like right away here. And what we pretty much need to do is figure out what we're going to want for like early game like income. And Mercantile Mandate is going to be good for credits early on, but we're actually like probably going to think about deep core mining, since I think our credit income is probably going to be okay, whereas our other one's going to be a little bit harder to ramp. I'm just wondering what is it that we get first. Because like influence points first is usually good because it lets us do a quick trade, which lets us like unblock our economy like right away, which is not something you can sort of like easily do otherwise. But I'm thinking deep core metal mining is going to be what we need here. Unfortunately, efficient crystal sorting like is a little bit harder, and they do separate these into two techs, whereas like, well, actually Advent pushes theirs to tier 2, but they're just better techs overall. So in any event though, If we can find like a derelict in the first system again, like we saw last time, that would actually be great, but we're going to grab this. Our early ships are mostly like
Reading you loud
metal
and
heavy
clear.
anyway, so
Additional
anyway,
credits
for that,
required.
like, that was a difficult choice that we had to make. This is not. We're going to definitely want to get basic provisioning so that we can start ramping our military to a larger size, like right away here.
You made the right choice. Moving
So we're going
out.
to jump these guys over to here.
Reading you loud and clear.
And while I do need to get some Cobalt Light frigates like early on here, we have to give ourselves like some ability and some space to actually tech up, which is a little bit harder with the tech faction than it is with Advent. Advent and Visari can both do some variation of like rapid tech.
Mining upgrade complete.
Ironically enough, the tech faction cannot, so they're kind of stuck doing this the old-fashioned way.
Comlink online.
Okay, so we got some of these going, so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. And we're going to go ahead and just get more credits.
Civilian structure complete.
Yeah, so to actually do this, I'm going to have to get like 3 more military research stations, or 2 more, and I have to get the military research base, which is not very good. Getting this early would actually be pretty good, though, because it increases our production speed, which is something that is nice. So there is that, but difficult to say if that is our highest priority. So this is for asteroids. I'm not that concerned about that. This is actually pretty good, but not what we want here. I'm going to go with Terran Mercantile. The jump to this place is very, very long. This is taking, like, we're just crawling over to there.
Reading you loud and clear. Commerce upgrade complete.
Okay, got that done. What's our income up to? 23.8 per second? That's really, really high compared to, like, what Advent gets, but it's also not really that surprising that it's really high compared to what Advent gets. That's just sort of how the game works. In this particular instance, I'm not actually going to be doing anything crazy as far as, like, a whole bunch of lighter ships goes. It's going to be, like, we're getting the Percherons and we're getting the Coals, which does mean that we've got some sort of very, like, hard skews that we've got going on here. Like, we're not going to need regular factories. We're going to need almost entirely heavy factories with this particular build. Let's go ahead and start working on these. I just need to make sure that we're still pretty constantly building units. I can't fall too behind on this. I would love to be able to switch over like faster, but
mining upgrade complete.
Okay, that's done. Once we got the tech for our income to increase, that's actually going to help out a little bit there as well. I wouldn't mind the fortification upgrade, but I'm going to get extra money. I do kind of want the military grade rounds because we're going to be sticking to fighters during the early game. What we want to counter are more light ships as opposed to heavy ships. God, that is such a long phase lane. We kind of knew that was what was going to be like, but what we can actually do is have our colony ship jump back after we colonized. And just with like a small number of like cobalts, we can take this, like literally 2 cobalts can take Talthabius and probably here too. So we're not really worried about those parts as far as that goes. This is about to be done, so let's go ahead and get military grade rounds.
Commerce upgrade complete.
I'd like to have like some kind of thing running on everything like constantly, so that we're always growing.
Military research complete.
Both in terms of our tech and everything else.
Civilian research complete. Scouts have found
so that's why we're sort
planet.
of like building the way we're building here. I do want to... we got something, actually. We got Megafauna. More credits. Okay, so that's actually making it so that we've got more credits than normal. Very nice. Okay.
Standing by.
That item gets us to 4. Still have to actually buy that, but this is like $800 or something like that. It's a pretty expensive thing.
Comlink online.
You can see that the missile battery is actually taking like hits for us, which is really, really strong. Like that added to everything else is pretty good. We do actually see a thing to grab here. So we'll go ahead and grab this. We actually want this before we actually do the
Logistics
capture.
upgrade complete.
So we're not going to rush
Military
into the
research
circle
complete.
to cap it quickly. We want to get that tech. We're going to go ahead and grab this, and we're going to start getting Protrons pretty soon here. Now, we do want to get things like hull reinforcement pretty soon here. Just so that we got this tech running.
Reading you loud and clear.
And now that we've got this under our control, let's go ahead and start getting some upgrades on it so that it's a little bit useful.
By. Civilian research complete.
Okay. Once that's done, we need to save up for the Pertron upgrade. Actually, what I should be doing is getting this right away. I know there's an upgrade that we could get for it, but that's not as important right now as other things. I think that we're going to want Asteroid Mercantile Mandate at some point in time, since we are getting money from here. And what we're going to want to do is start...
Commerce upgrade complete.
Actually, we want to get this now. We still haven't met the other guys yet. I don't want to get that yet. I want to delay this until we are on top of this.
Complete.
Advanced Metallurgy for armor strength. How are we doing for...
Civilian research complete.
All this. I need 150. I think I can afford to get a couple more cobalts, but we're not going to just yet.
You made the right choice. Set a course.
Okay, that's actually done now. Let's go ahead and grab this.
You made the right choice.
Once we get the defense upgrade, we're going to go ahead and get more minerals. And then we're going to go ahead and start building our guns here. So auto defense cannon platforms are fine. We don't need to get the Gauss ones. If you get 2 of the autocannon defense platforms, it's actually equivalent damage to the Gauss defense platform against capital ships, roughly. It's actually a little bit lower, I believe, but actually it might be identical. I can't remember.
Military research tier
but
complete.
in terms of population efficiency for your slots, it's actually fine to get the light guys here. Okay, so what we're going to do is grab our colony ship.
Go ahead. Fleet created.
And we're going to start getting...
Got a job for me? Civilian research complete.
These guys in
Fleet
here.
Deployment acknowledged.
And we're going to stem these backwards over towards these other planets here, so that we can get those done. We got that. We got the extra experience points here. I got to level 3. We got... Oops, I did the wrong one. I should be getting actually mass production, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. That being wrong does really suck, but...
Reading you loud and clear. You made the right choice.
Sometimes you do the wrong
Mining
thing.
upgrade complete.
Okay. Can I get the Protrons now? Yes, I can. We're going to want to actually be able to produce them here. I think that that is probably going to be a little bit important for us. And I definitely want to get this increased metal production. So...
Go ahead.
I shouldn't actually jump these guys directly to our target. What I should be doing is going to here,
military structure
and then getting into a position where we can do the jump. Now, the number of the ships that we should be able to get here, defense platforms, is 6, which is quite a substantial amount of defenses. It's capable of, like, pretty much blowing away, like, a lot of things that we would be fighting here, so... I don't think that that's something we are unhappy about. This would be nice, but it's a little bit too late. We wanted to get like stuff a little bit faster than that. I think at this point in time, what we do is we just sort of chill, as far as like not doing anything right away. Orbital structure cost reduction would be nice, but do I have the ability to tech right now? Okay, so we got these guys. I'm going to actually start leveling them right away. Being able to drop additional turrets here, like free Gauss turrets that don't count towards our maximum, really, really strong. And we're already getting attacked a little bit, getting poked by these Revester skirmishers. That is not surprising and is unsettling because they're going to start coming at us in pretty big numbers.
Mining upgrade complete.
You can already see, like, they're ready and raring to go.
Go ahead.
Okay, so we got one cobalt over
Transmission
here. I need
received.
more than that for this.
Give the order.
Gonna have you join
Fleet
them.
deployment acknowledged. Reading you loud and clear. Standing by.
I also do want those Hoshikos I mentioned, but I'm wondering if I should try to get... I'm gonna try and get to tech 2 resource now, because like our resource trickle's pretty bad right now. There's probably a better, more efficient way to do what I'm doing here by a little bit, but strictly speaking, I think we should actually be fine here. Like, these two turrets are surprisingly good for like how much damage they're capable of outputting. We're also capable of dropping an immediate Gauss turret.
Dusted.
So we're going up by 2 of those now. And
Got a job for me?
the damage that we should be able to do here should be enough.
Comlink online. You made the right choice.
I want to make sure that
Battle
everything is
stations.
actually focusing
Military
down at the
research
same target.
complete. Civilian structure complete.
Okay, so we'll get the Hoshikos next.
Civilian structure complete.
Yeah, so these autocannon guns are doing, like, a ridiculous amount of damage. Like, they're capable of doing more than you would expect them to. We've lost most of our Cobalts, but that's fine. Once all our Cobalts are dead, like, we're still dealing more damage than they can actually do to us, so... our bombers are taking actually a decent amount of damage, unfortunately. We can't do much about that, but... Let's drop one of these guys. Make sure that we're dropping these whenever we can. I don't even have, like, friggin' Corvettes
Reading you
researched.
loud and clear.
Yeah, I badly need more metal. But we kind of knew that. We should be at a
Ready
point
for
where we can
orders.
jump to here now.
Transmission received.
This one might actually be better for metal. Actually, no, that one's it might be different this time, but that was a crystal planet last time. No hope whatsoever against those kinds of targets.
Time to bid. Place them on.
Metal market monopolization. I'm not going to bother with that. What we're instead going to do is we're going to buy a bunch of metal. It's actually already, like, higher. We're going to buy a bunch of metal before we lose the
Our
monopoly.
fleet is under attack.
Because we are fine with them monopolizing it here. Unfortunately, like, tech never gets shields on their defensive structures, which is really weird, but that is a thing that they have not going for them, basically. I would love to have a retrofit
Civilian
bay,
research tier
because I
complete.
believe that has our repair attribute attached to it.
Scouts have found a colonizable
Either way, though, we have
planet.
got to the point where we're fighting this Jarosable Evacuator with, like, the Sova and with all of these turrets. And with the turret, especially with, like, this one really high damage, like, Gauss turret, this thing's gonna get shredded really fast, so we don't actually have to worry that much here.
Military research
Like, in this
complete.
particular case, this guy's gonna have to
Military
back off at some
structure
point. He's gonna get away. We're not gonna be able to get
colony
him,
has been
but
founded.
that's perfectly fine.
Comlink
I actually managed to
online.
get another level, so we are gonna get them mass production here.
Hostile forces have arrived.
Oh, they've got their second. They've got an Antrak Marauder that's come in here. We have got a bunch of point defenses on a Sova, which is one of the reasons why it's actually really nice to have that. So we're not actually that worried about that. Gonna go ahead and grab more surface metal research. We can't go as fast as we would like to because, like, we do want to be getting that surface
Reading you
metal.
loud and clear. Scouts have
like,
found
nice
a
and gradually.
colonizable planet.
Where did this cobalt? Oh, right, yeah, I remember. Okay, so this place is now colonized. Let's
Give
go ahead
the
and
order.
grab everybody here.
I'll do my best. Standing by.
Percheron. And we should be able to drop another one of these about now.
Done and dusted.
Them shooting at this little guy really doesn't matter to me. That's perfectly fine by my reckoning. We are taking, it looks like, a little bit of chip damage to our armor points, but that's also fine. That doesn't really matter to me.
Upgrade complete. Reading you
Let's go ahead
loud
and
clear.
get more of these guys. Yeah, so this thing's just taking a whole bunch of damage for no good reason, because, like, it can't do anything about this situation here, right? Like, this is not a sort of winning fight that they're finding themselves in.
Standing by.
We've got 2 Percherons on the way being built. This is basically maxed out. We're going to want to get a heavy
Shields are
factory once
down.
we get the chance to.
Scouts have found a colonizable planet.
Our shields are down now, which is a little bit scary, but... Like I said, we are shooting down those missiles for the most part. We are taking a few hits from them. We should be getting to the point where we're at an advantage eventually here. So, I need 250 for this guy here. We may want some orbital extractors just sort of like fill this in.
Where to, Commander? Transmission received.
I have no idea why that one's
by.
that far back there. Alright, another one of these.
Mining upgrade complete. Civilian research complete.
Okay, I may want to back off with this guy here. But looks like they're actually not focusing all of their guns onto this guy, so I think he's actually kind of okay. What we do probably want to get here...
Scouts have
I do want favored client discounts, but like we're kind of screwed on that. In that the price is already messed up. I think I have to get orbital extractors. Which I kind of don't want here in a certain sense, but... Looks like our damage is getting a little bit spread out, which is not ideal. I'm going to send you back here. And we're just going to let our turrets do the majority of the work at this point in time. Yeah, this is why we're moving back. We've lost our armor already, so... But this guy's also lost all his hit points, so we're technically ahead here.
Commanders on deck! An excellent plan!
Gonna move our carriers back to here.
And
we're gonna get a Hoshiko here. We're actually gonna get a couple Hoshikos, actually. And at this point in time, our opponent has decided he's gonna flayed. Which works for me, because we're also pretty badly under pressure. Alright, so we've taken this crucial planet. That puts us at a planetary lead that they're not really capable of, like, closing that gap, really. So that's just going to be like extra planetary stuff for us that they can't really get access to. We're getting more base metal off this planet, so this is actually a really good planet for us. I do technically want to like defend here, but I don't think it really matters that much.
Ready for orders. Got a job for me? A new colony has been founded.
Because that planet's actually going to get us a ton of crystal, which we also don't really care that much about, so... We'll get the commerce up first on this one. So we've won our first skirmish.
Done and dusted.
And they've still decided to trickle a few more guys into here as well, so that works out in my favor too.
Loud and clear.
We're getting mass production done, so that'll make it so that this Gauss platform gets built faster too, which is nice. However, I do really want to think about some other things here, so let's wait till we can get this heavy factory probably.
Mining upgrade complete.
Nah. I don't know. Increase our mat supply. What I would really like is if I could get a building here to make it so that we've got that sort of better planetary defenses. The munitions plant, but that's very expensive. This makes it so that we like just win fights here. By the way, we're also in range of, like, our one jump from planet, so our ships are getting boosted by the Home Guard determination, which is why we were able to survive all that so easily. Because we didn't just survive that, we, like, basically were fine. In a way that, like, sometimes you aren't in this game. Yeah, they just got wrecked. They're still trickling ships in on us, too, which is nice. Alright, I do need to get... metal. We're looking at a situation where like everything in the market's kind of screwed. Okay, we want to get this.
Your influence is noted. We have a deal.
Commerce upgrade complete.
Okay, we are going to want to get crystal bonuses later, but let's get this first. Again, I do need metal more than I need anything else. What do I need for this? This is a volcanic planet for that purpose? Interesting. Have we got any orbitals? 0. Moons typically don't, so that's not really that surprising, honestly, but it still sucks. Okay. I wouldn't mind max population district there, because that'll help us with like all our resources, basically. And we should get modular architecture queued up here. For this stuff, I would love to get the ferrouranite rounds.
An auction is underway.
Could get some kaolinite.
Military research complete.
I'm not that enamored with this stuff, so I am willing to spend to get that, but let's go ahead and get these. I need more metal production. That's what we just need here. But I really don't want to put that there.
Mining upgrade complete.
Yeah, I am going to just have to markets for this. Okay, so we're going to drop this here. And that's going to make it so that we can get everything done a bit faster.
Planet item complete.
We do have the ability to still get a little bit of this. In fact, I could actually do this and get like both.
Additional credits required.
So that is actually kind of okay. And we should probably start doing planetary searches to get enough exotics so that we can start building some coals or something like that. Getting the regional government is going to help us here as well, so we're getting a lot of our techs going here. That's what we're sort of paying for right now.
Standing by.
Technically, our
You have
fleet is kind of in a good
secured
spot
the
as it is, so... Oh, we actually got the kaolinite there. That's actually really nice. I was kind of expecting us to get outbid there, but it was worth it because getting 3 kaolinite is just kind of nice to get. Alright, so we just throw everything that we got into what we can get for explorations here. You always go for the lowest level ones in a certain sense first, but the higher level ones actually have higher yield, so it's actually hard to say if it's not a good idea to go for the high level ones. We are really hoping to get like things like taranite and endurium, though. I believe that taranite is what we use for the capital ships that we're trying to get here, which is the coal. So that is very, very nice. We're also not worried about certain things here. So
Logistics upgrade complete. Civilian structure complete. Military research complete. Civilian research complete.
which is the one that I needed? Man, I cannot remember what we were trying to build here. It was this one, regional government offices. It's for the extra 2 civilian slots as well as the extra money. It's like gives you everything. All right, finally uncovered the pirates. We are going to unlock this, I think. What's the cap for this? Max per gravity wells 3. We do still actually want some of these so that we've got like this place. I don't know. Against a real human player, this would actually be more vital, but against the AI, I don't think it's as important. We have to get up to cruiser shield refit to get shields, which I think sucks. I'd actually rather get fortified superstructure. And core systems armor would actually also be kind of good here, but we're not actually building our coals to last, so I'm not going to worry about that much.
Standing by.
Now, you might think that it's a good idea for us to like go poke the hornet's nest a couple times, like we damage them a little bit, we might be at some kind of advantage. We're not at an advantage. They probably built like a million other things here.
This might be the edge we need. Survey teams have found something interesting.
Okay, so we found a factory unit build time, orbital structure build time minus 25%. So we can actually get everything built way faster in this film somewhere. So we're going to get this. 50% factory build time increase, like over here, is going to actually be pretty good for this.
Reading you loud
We
and
actually
clear.
do want to also get some more Pertrons. Once we do get to the point where we're like using this to build our coals, that's also going to be really nice. So everything about that's just actually pretty good. We're going to probably want to unlock this at some point in time, but the way that we're fighting, they can't pirate buildings,
Got a job
so...
for me? I won't let you
But
down.
we do mostly want to have pirates to counter pirate. I may want to stockpile these,
You're
actually.
fishing for a whale with minnow bait.
Oh, you need 2 for this, right? I forgot about
Civilian
that.
research complete.
This may actually be a moment where I want to get, like, a higher level version of that. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to get a higher level version of this. I should probably also get the client discounts at some point in time.
Mining upgrade complete.
Um, familiar territory might be good. Culture gets us commerce, which is pretty good as well. The problem is like actually getting the slots for this though. I don't actually know that that's something I can really afford to do here. I think that we kind of have everything in a situation where we really want to be doing something else here. Let's.
Military research complete.
I need to get up to Tech 3 is the problem. We could do this. We could actually start doing garrison recruitment. That would actually be very, very strong for us.
Comlink online.
Okay.
Additional credits required.
Now, this planet might get taken by our enemy, and if that happens, that's kind of just fine. Like, I'm kind of fine with that. We've already found one of the artifacts, and because, like, that's kind of how you, I think, scale in this particular level, that might just be how things go. What I do want to do is actually figure out, like, I probably want to actually start making exotics, which is going to be brutal with how expensive that is. We do have to get to Civil Tech 3. That should be fine. That should be doable.
Additional credits required.
Our tech and our items is increasing, like, our ability to get credits, so, like, I'm not super worried about our credit income. It's actually pretty good. But we are sort of, like, spending it down sort of as fast as we can get it, so that kind of hurts it.
You won us over with your fancy words and your coin.
Okay, just need one more of these, which we have to buy that for, then we can get it, and we're actually, like, really high on credits. Like total is 43.5. That's actually pretty good, considering we have no trade or anything like that. Once this comes in, we'll also have, like, those 2 extra slots, so... do I actually have the ability to build any of this now? No. This is going to take a while before I actually do. Yeah, it's fine.
Military research complete.
Basic crew
Civilian
training.
structure
Getting up to
complete.
here is actually kind of
Exotic
something that we want for this,
resources have
but
been
even
located
level
by our
2 coals
survey
I think is
teams.
going to be fine.
Survey teams have found something interesting.
Abandoned mining operation, that's actually really good for us. Kalinite, unfortunately. I might not actually have the ability to find the resources that I need to actually
Civilian
get
research complete.
Place your bids,
what I want here.
Skyward.
Let's see here. They're bidding on credits cash. I can't get it anyway, but, like, Okay, so we have to get up to here.
Standing by.
Let me go ahead and get another one of these guys. Yeah, what I really want to do at this point in time is just get to the point where I can manufacture my own exotics. This is going to be what I have to do here.
Additional credits required.
I actually also need more minerals finally. Got that sort of evened out there. What's this guy built? Oh, that's where that is. That's a brutally bad place for that. That's really, really awful. Anyway, yeah, this place is so cramped. Like, there's so little build slots that it's actually kind of impressive. Okay. So we are working towards our stupid exotic refineries. It's going to cost me 4,820 and 1,000. So the cost of getting to there is going to be absolutely brutal. But we're going to just sort of look at it as mostly being this, because that is honestly mostly where that cost is. And then we have, like, a fairly expensive research here and so on and so forth. But okay, if I've got a little bit of extra here...
Planet item complete.
No, I don't. This factory's taking up everything. I kind of honestly want more factory stuff here than I want anything else, though, so I don't know. I'm kind of surprised that got that. Okay.
Exotic resources have been located by our survey teams.
I need to save these spots for these. Finally got some Endurium, at least, so we got a bit of that. This last tick should get us to Endurium, guaranteed, but I think we just got Endurium there on that pick, so that's really, really bad, actually. Would be nice if we could get some other stuff. This is why I actually don't like streaming this game or anything like that. It's very
Civilian
slow,
structure complete.
very deliberate, which I like playing. I don't think it makes for an exciting like watch for people though. All right. Now I can actually get another defense platform, but again, I'm thinking that we go with
Military
the
research
retrofit bay
complete.
for our last one here. There are
Logistics
a couple
upgrade
more
complete.
military slots, actually. We have 10 instead of 8, which is interesting. Might as well go for those while we're here. I feel like we can get that now.
Civilian
And we have to get
research
this.
complete.
Once we've built up a blob of coals, I think that we're ready to
Reading
go.
you loud and clear.
But we can actually start going back to building ships a little bit here, I feel like. Alright, this can go up to 5 now. We're going to get a boarding crew just that it's available.
No refunds.
Commerce credit income from Smuggler's Den might be good. Not sure about that, though. With the Endurium that we got, we can now research Starbase, which is going to be good for here.
Reading
The
you
Impossible
loud and
AI is
clear.
not going to be like complacent for like
Civilian structure
forever.
complete.
They are eventually going to decide that they want a piece of me. So we do need to think about that.
Military structure complete. Civilian structure complete.
I've only really got the exotic refinery, and they don't have anything attached to it, which is kind of interesting, actually. Okay.
Military structure complete.
I think because this level is so cramped, it's actually resulting in the AI not being able to properly, like, expand, and as a result, it's not, like, actually getting anywhere, which is interesting. Because normally the AI just cheats in, like, more resources, which is always terrifying, but I don't need interplanetary transit. There's, like, no population in this entire map anyway, so whether or not we get that is just really irrelevant. I should get this. I should probably also get counter-deployment at some point in time, but we're just going for, like, a really weird build here because of the constraints that we have in this map. Because this map is wild. Okay. I'm thinking we could get a little bit of culture spread coming out of this planet. But we could also do trade ports, and I'm not sure which I think is better. I guess having at least one culture is probably better than having none. And I'm wondering how much more I've got for civil slots here. We got 4 more available, and once we get this teched up, we go up to...
Exotic resources have
Well,
been
we
located
actually
by our
already
survey
are
teams.
at that. Let's see here. So what we could do is get this up to 8 so we can have like 3, which is, I think, the absolute maximum we can get
Military
here.
research complete.
I do need to have those exotic refineries, so maybe I have to put our exotic refineries back here.
Maximum civilian orbit slots reached.
Saying that, that's unfortunate. We
Civilian
got in
research tier complete.
Enduriums there, yeah. We got the minimum from that again. Unfortunate. Okay. Yeah, we have got absolute garbage for our drops for that. Oh well. Okay.
Logistics upgrade complete.
Yeah, what I may need to do here is something like start building like secret weapons labs and stuff like that on all our planets, so that I can get our tech up without having to use those resources there. I think even here... Alright. So I guess close. Let's grab another one of these over here.
Done and dusted.
I need that volcanic boost for that planet, apparently, so... I guess it counts as a volcanic moon is what's happening there. Okay. I don't want the geothermal smelter, I don't think. Especially because that's not the right kind. It doesn't count as a moon there, so, yeah. Yeah, this is a weird freaking map. Crystal Surveyor, Orbital Extraction Rates. Orbital Mining Control, I don't really have anywhere that's really good enough for that. The Nuclear Strip Mining would be good, though. Okay.
Reading you loud and clear.
Have I got the
Military
AI set to the right
research
thing? I
complete.
feel almost like I might not. Alright, so getting to here is a pipe dream. I don't think I can actually get 15 points of this stuff on this map here unless we literally already
Planet item
win.
complete.
So we're going to have to do without. Which is fine. This planet is going to be where we're getting our exotics off of. And this place caps at 5, it looks like. Can I get... Nope. Wow, that requires a lot of tech considering what that actually gives you. I think they assume you're going to already have research, though, so... Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
Logistics upgrade complete.
Let's go ahead and grab... I could put a light factory there. I could get broadcast centers here. This is a bad place for propagating our culture from, though. I don't know. Maybe we do it from here. I have to do all the research to actually unlock the damn thing, but it'll be worth it, I feel like. We got one of these. Let's get 2.
Fine purchase. No refunds.
This is slowed down horrifically by the fact that there's no exotics on this map, making it so that you
Reading
either have to
loud and
produce your
clear.
own or you're just sort of SOL. It's kind of bizarre. All right. This thing takes a long time to research. I don't feel super comfortable going on like multiplied difficulty here. We do need crystal. I'm actually going to try and get this.
Logistics upgrade complete.
Here we can see our fighters going in and absolutely not killing that scout, which was mostly because we were not quite close enough, but that was pretty damn close, actually. I think if a couple of those bombers got in, they actually would have killed it. So, not bad. Technically here, I could pretty much get reserve squadron hangar for our one ship that would use it. I kind of don't care, though. Instead, we're going to go ahead and get efficient generators. And I feel like, given the number of civilian slots that we've got here max, I really wish we could get a little bit more, honestly. Let's do that. There's a lot of stuff that we're waiting for coming
Military
in here.
research complete.
And this is, to me, a very strange map overall.
Your bid was insufficient.
Damn. Okay, well,
Civilian research complete.
need to get a single military research outpost.
Another structure is in the way.
The fact that you also still lose the your investment of relationship points is also bad there. Makes it so that it feels extra awful doing that. Alright.
Done and dusted.
I'm probably going to actually have to start investing in defending this province soon. Like, a real human person would, like, just be scouting and then, like, if I don't have eyes here, what they could do is just instantly, like, pop over here. And by the time, like, I draw my forces back to defend, like, it would be way too late. So you kind of have to have, like, real defenses on these planets, but against the AI, I don't think you really do.
Comlink online.
Okay. Yeah, so it's only, like, 850 crystal that we have to get to. It's actually at low price here, so I could buy a bunch of it. I don't think that we've got our exotics factory built yet. Is it built? Or where did I build it? Moon. Is it done?
Civilian structure complete.
Just about. Just about. Gonna buy a bunch of crystal while it's cheap here. Try and drive the price back up here. And I should honestly be getting favored client discount before I do stuff like that, but I've got text to get through here. All right.
Reading you loud and clear.
So let's get some coals here. Oh, it's Tauronite and Enduring. I was looking at the wrong one. Lol. I'm glad I didn't actually hit that. Okay.
Civilian research complete. Civilian structure complete.
Yeah,
Hostile
here we go.
forces have arrived. Military research complete.
Comlink online.
So we have been doing mass production this entire time, so our starbase has been getting built faster, which is really good. But we're going to go ahead and get these guys over here so they can start repairing our starbase as it's getting built here. I don't know why these guys are... I guess they're trying to stick with our Sova here.
Battle stations. You've got
Okay, are
the
you
full
done?
weight of a starbase at your disposal.
I don't think it is. I think it's still building. Okay, let's take all our bombers and have them kill these guys. And all you guys.
Squadron checking in. I got towed.
The strength of the coalition. Comlink online.
Okay, we're gonna keep building more of these. And these guys, we just have to make sure they don't destroy our planet, because that would be really bad. And then after that, our
Squadron
fighters,
checking
we want them going after these guys.
Attack speed.
Reading you loud and clear.
I'm actually not 100% sure that you repair with, I don't know, this is definitely repairing our starbase.
Military research tier complete.
Some things,
Squadron
like, don't
checking
count for
in.
buildings for some reason or
Civilian
another.
Research complete. Our fleet is under attack.
Comlink online. Moving out. Set a course.
I actually have you to engage whole position.
You made the right choice. Set a course. Reading you loud and clear.
Okay, I wonder where those coals are, because I would love them to show up. We blew up one of their capital ships already, which is lovely. I'm not even really focusing on their
Copy
capital
that,
ships,
Capcom.
honestly, but
Bring the noise.
what you want to do is just destroy as many of their frigates as possible, because if you destroy all the frigates, and I'm not going to try and get this either, if you destroy all the frigates, it like reduces their damage per second by a huge amount really, really quickly. They've decided they're going to run forward into the station with this guy. I'm not sure why that is. This is firing now, so it is active now. We're going to go ahead and start actually doing some stuff with this. Defensive overhaul is great. Docking boons, especially because we've got extra Kalinite, is going to be really, really strong here. They actually moved outside of the range of the thing that they kind of need. There's a Sutra. Let's go ahead and kill it.
I got towed. Bomber wing reporting.
Getting rid of this thing is, in my opinion, really, really strong. And it looks like they're breaking off, so I think they've decided they've already had enough. So that's enough fleet destroyed and a capital destroyed, so that's going to actually be really, really powerful for us.
Comlink
Especially because like we're working towards getting another one of these guys. I am actually going to go ahead and tell them to start building more of this stuff, just have that queued up. Their colony ship has decided it wants to like continue punching us for some damn reason, but whatever. So the actual damage does not come from the Argonev. Argonevs are actually pretty bad for damage dealing, for one reason or another, like a multitude of different reasons, up until you get like a lot of upgrades. You need like the beams, and you need to have the Starbase missile launchers. The Starbase missile launchers in particular are very, very important for this to actually deal damage. Without those, this thing really does not do a very good job of that. So you kind of really need to have your Starbases backed up by all these other turrets, which will actually have a much higher damage per second value than this Starbase itself does. So that's why we've got set up like this. This thing will take the brunt of the enemy attack. A real human person will sometimes go after these guys first, but most of the time the Starbase is actually easier to hit. And it will actually block for you, body block, like missiles and other shots like that. So it's not even necessarily possible to just outright block or ignore the Starbase.
Reading you loud and clear. Moving out.
Okay, so we actually are just gonna like wander our actual fleet back over
You
here.
made the right choice. Reading you loud and clear.
And
Civilian
what I
research
kind of want to
complete.
do here
Set a course. Comlink
is keep
online.
getting more coals. And once they actually start arriving, we're just going to go ahead and build ourselves a big old fleet of... we're going to send in that big old fleet of coals here. If I could somehow get to, like, another 7 civilian slots, which I don't think we're going to have, I would totally be happy right now, but... Alright, let's get another... have I got any of these here? I don't think I have, actually. Okay, let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do
Insufficient metal.
this as soon as I can. With all the exotics we just queued up to buy, like, I'm not surprised that it's taking us a little while here. Alright, I think that the AI is probably set to defensive here. It's sort of randomized, or I set it to randomized. I didn't have it set to anything in particular. So it can go either way. Let's go advanced ballistics here. Once we get the coal, we do actually want to have the Gauss quick capacitors, but that's not super important here. I could probably, if I was a better player, like fast forward or whatever, but I always am a slow person, so
Standing by.
there's no way I'm actually going to want to
You
do that.
made the right choice.
Okay.
Standing by.
Canarac assailants are now on the field. That's not really something we're worried about with this composition. So I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to get one of these again. The main thing for us is, since we've got expensive ships, it's actually kind of important for us to have like the pirate ability, just so that we can actually like re-pirate things that the enemy has pirated. Okay, how have we got?
Times of war are upon us. Comlink
There we go.
active.
Okay, so experimental beam, adaptive field, and the adaptive field is actually less important here. I think it popped out of this guy. Yeah, it did.
Ready for battle.
We're just going to activate experimental beam sort of like semi-manually when it comes up there. Rapid autoloader might be a good thing to research and build on these guys. I don't think that I can quite do this the way I want to. We do have this enforcement matrix, so yeah, we're going to do that. I didn't realize I got that. I didn't realize this is the one who got that that artifact. Okay. Build 3 trade ports? Not happening. Not happening, brother.
Reading you loud and clear.
Alright. One more Taranide.
Standing by.
Yeah, the problem is, like, exotics take a really long time to build. So we're slowly building up our stockpile of these things, and like we're just immediately spending it all. It's taken a while. I could do ship kill experience from battlefield promotions. I think that actually helps us out a bit here. We actually have plenty of blue, so we're going to do that.
Reading you loud
Get
and
ourselves
clear.
to the point where we can actually increase our ship capacity.
Next time
And
you
we're
place
going to build a
bid.
bunch more Hoshikos.
Military research complete.
Okay, getting access to those makes it so that, like, the station and everything around it just doesn't die. So that's quite nice. I do want to get to the backup shield generators, actually, but improved shield rays would also be something I kind of want. I want titanoferric plating more than that, though. I may want to actually, like, get a second hotkey for, like, our coals.
Standing by.
But we'll have to sort of see there. Okay. Do I feel like I can punch through whatever it is that the AI is likely to have here? I probably actually should send a scout down to here. I haven't actually seen, like, Maeve in a long time.
Where to now?
Let's take this guy. We're going to send you down to here.
I'll find a way.
If they haven't colonized that for some reason, I'm going to just assume I put this on the wrong difficulty, and we'll have to
Reading you
find out
loud and
after I,
clear.
like, win.
Civilian research complete. Comlink active.
Yeah, so the way this is going to work is we're going to like wait till we're locked on the right target, and then we're just going to like hit the experimental beam and just have it sort of go nuts with that. Add a pirate just in case we need to do that, and then I probably want to have like some kind of defense here. This guy's got an artifact on him, so I really don't want to lose him, so that's not going to be what we do. I'm going to try and get the reactive plating in this case. This is a bit high level, though, unfortunately. Combat repair system. Maybe. Put in reactor training. And we've got a lot of research queued here. I could just get the blade of armor as a I can get it sort of situation there. Advanced repair droids for the retrofit bay. I don't think that applies to the Hoshikos. Do I actually have... Yeah, I can actually do this now.
The item is ready.
Okay, so we're getting culture finally. This will increase our credit income in culture, which we do need. I did also want to get nuclear strip mining like ages ago, but... Yeah, well... There's a lot of stuff I want to get.
Reading you loud and clear.
Right.
Insufficient metal.
You know, I could have sworn that I had some of this. Let's do this.
Civilian research complete.
All right. There's got to be a better way to do this, honestly. But I can literally feel the AI struggling just as much as I am, though, to a certain extent. So, like, it's not that bad, but still. That's actually a really bad item, in my opinion. I don't like any of those. Construct phase gate might actually be good here. Remote tachyon boost. This would actually be pretty good for our carrier. Just throw on there. Pirate wager would be good for us. Maybe we save up for a save. Maybe we get like the stuff we need for the pirate wager. Did I not do that? I felt I did that. Okay.
Times of war are upon
There we go.
us.
That's what we needed.
Comlink active.
So this one's the expendable. We're going to go do that, and we're going to add in this. Just
Civilian
1,000 credits for
structure
that one.
complete. Reading you loud and clear.
Okay, so this should actually build pretty quickly. This last coal that we have coming in. Actually, I only need one Tauronite for it, right? Yeah, it's one Tauronite and two Endurium. So it is actually just like, whatever. Although I'm still going to get some of these. Okay.
Military research complete. Standing by.
If I could afford it, I would totally get faster military research, or not military research, just research in general. There's actually a thing you can get that increases your research speed. Look at how long this friggin' phase jump is, man. Last intel 39 minutes ago, jeez. Watch as I just cross-jump them, too. Like, I'm jumping across there at the same time they're jumping towards me. I want to see how they're positioning their dudes here. Because if they got everything in a really tight spot, like right here, it's actually pretty dangerous to jump into them in that instance, so...
You've won us over with your fancy words and your coin.
A smuggler's den would actually potentially be kind of nice in some ways, but...
Time to bid.
Why are both these guys jumping there? Also, that sucks. Just when I don't need the damn things. Alright.
Standing by.
And they've probably not got anything to spend their influence on either. Alright, finally got some culture down, so that should start spreading. This is like a million light years, I swear.
Reading you loud and clear.
What the heck?
Comlink online.
Okay. Nope.
Looking for something?
They had them all on the other end, and I don't see like a huge amount of like defense or anything like that there. Peleus is also looks like a safe place for me to try and go for, but I don't have the means to actually colonize it, I don't believe. I can colonize Gas Giant. Okay. That feels risky.
You've won the auction, mate.
Wow, okay, never mind.
Reading you loud and clear.
We are in a really great spot with that. Okay. We're still going to get this, but, like, at this point in time, we just slam out that Taranite, and then we just go with it.
Standing
All right.
by.
Based on what I saw there, I do feel very strongly like we can actually just
Set a
jump to
course.
Maeve with what we have.
Reading you loud and clear.
We are going to be at a disadvantage once we do jump into there
Deploying.
for obvious reasons, but
Stand by for phase jump. Comlink online.
Insufficient metal.
this should be pretty much fine.
Civilian research complete.
Okay, so we got that. We want to get this relatively soon. We still want our culture to spread just a little bit further, so we sort of stick with that 10% bonus for a bit longer. By the time we get this
Phase
done,
jump
it's probably
on my mark.
going to be fine.
Reading you loud and clear.
We want to keep building during this entire process. We want to like make sure that we got stuff streaming in to replace any losses that we take. But yeah, once we take this, that should actually mean that we've basically just sort of won, honestly. 2 Kalinite and 1 Anvar. I don't actually care too much about the Derelicts there. Experience points would be good, though. And have we already got ship kill experience? We'll get it kind of by the time we're roughly there.
Comlink online.
So I think that ought to be fine. We could actually build, I think, another one of these guys here. At 850 metal. What is our metal gain anyway? 10.4? It's not bad. Just the million hours to get over here. They've got a Scrantra. They've got some other stuff there. They've defended their home planet a little bit better. Looks like. I'm actually going to avoid any of that for the time being. Yeah, I want to get more... Oh, that's at this. Shoot. Okay. Well, honestly, it's fine. I would love to be able to afford so much more stuff. I guess I could get War Reporter. That gets me to where I need to be. That feels awful, though, building that on your ships.
Reading you loud and clear.
Oh, I had enough. Shoot. Yeah,
Times
well,
of war are upon us. Comlink active.
Reading you loud and clear.
all right, let's get another coal.
Insufficient metal.
Want to just keep pumping Endurium after this a little bit. So long as we've got like a good amount of that just sitting in reserve, that's actually going to help us out a bit. I'm not loving the Hoshikos making it here first, but it's kind of
Comlink
whatever.
online.
All right, so they have not actually moved in any way that lets them get into position here.
Military research complete.
Ready for battle.
So, like, these targets, this is why I don't have this on autocast. If, like, I was firing experimental beams against these things, it would feel like a tremendous waste. So, I am glad that we're not. Let's get refined avionics, and I don't really know if I need extended range missiles given the context here. Okay, so they've basically got no way to fight back. They could probably go straight to bombarding.
Fire at will.
And I might as well also get that bonus damage on our Gauss guns. Now, beam does not increase in damage if we upgrade it through items or tech or anything like that, because it's a skill. As far as I can tell, those don't level from that, so we just sort of have to leave that as is.
Reading you loud and clear. Press the attack.
Okay.
Standing by.
Culture established, that's fine.
Ready for orders. Transmission received.
Alright, so if the Visari want to actually stop us here, they have
Times
to
of war
do quite a
are
bit.
upon us. Comlink active. Good
What we want to
day,
do is just pick
Commander.
whatever's getting like actually focused down and just manually cast Adaptive Force Field on that guy. Everybody else does not
Ready
care.
for battle. Reading you loud and clear. Ready for battle.
Let's give you exotic salvage policy. I think I've got another one that's on the way that
Good
needs an
day,
exotic salvage
Commander.
policy. It'll take a while to actually learn that, but that's fine.
Go ahead. Yes,
Is
Commander.
our colony ship not actually in range here?
We have
God,
wiped
okay.
out an enemy colony.
Comlink
manufacturing.
online. Need repairs? Standing by. Item complete, Commander. Moving out.
Okay, we can go ahead and get another one of these, I guess. Just keep getting them. Oh no, here they go. Enemy is trying to
Need
jump.
repairs?
It's
Set a
quite likely,
course.
actually, at this point in time that our opponent's going to try and
Standing by.
counter us.
Moving out.
So they were probably on the move to try and do something
Civilian research
out here,
complete.
but now they're going to try and like actually do something back, or try and fight us here. So it's actually best for me to just sort of like chill here a bit, in my opinion, anyway. We've got
Times
carriers.
of
We want to be on the more
war
defensive
upon us.
position here.
Good day, Commander.
Exotic salvage. All right, so we've got our strategy running at this point in time. We've got these coals.
Comlink active.
Not sure why that one
That's
decided to run
more
over there.
like it. Comlink online. Moving out. Go ahead.
Is our colony ship even like on the way? Where the heck is it? There it is. It's so far. God. Okay.
Item complete, Commander.
Okay.
You're
I
fishing
do.
for a whale with minnow bait.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to get that right now. Okay. This is all going on. It's going to take a long time. In terms of priorities, what do we got here? This is actually low priority. I want that. I want this more than that. That more than that. That more than that. The armor's really good, but we're not in a situation where we've been in danger that much, so...
Comlink online.
Insufficient metal.
1,225. It's not bad.
Place your bids, you scallywags.
Oh, what are you? Looting crew? Credit salvage. I don't really care about that.
Reading
Not
you
gonna worry
loud
about
and
it.
clear.
Civilian research complete. Insufficient metal.
Oh, we're actually at our pop cap. Kind of impressed by. We are researching that, so I kind of knew we were headed there, but... Okay, are they going to jump us? What we just saw was something coming at us, so there's actually a pretty decent chance. What I want to do is drop a home guard on this planet here so that we got the 10% damage reduction from that. So I actually have to research that, I think, though. So maybe I need to swap my priorities just a little bit, unfortunately. I actually can't remember where that goes, though. Could actually just be that it's best to just do this a different way.
Military research complete.
Are you the colony
Next time,
frigate?
place a bid.
Finally, there we go.
A new colony has been founded.
Done and dusted.
Go ahead, TACOM.
Okay, just gonna get those up. And like I said, what we're looking for here is defense, and it's the home guard outpost. Yeah, I just need 400 for this. Won't be too long. I'm actually just gonna buy metal here. Yeah, it's expensive as hell to buy metal, but that is fine. Not really in it for the Garrison Recruitment Center in this particular playthrough. This does give me media influence, so I'm going to actually get this.
Reading you loud and clear.
Commerce upgrade complete.
Okay. Yeah, the embarrassing thing about this is I'm going to find out that I'm playing this on, like, easy mode or something like that. I don't know. This feels very strange. This is also, like, potentially just, I guess, a strong
Ready
strategy, but I
for
don't think
battle.
that's it. I don't think that's what's going on here.
Reading you loud and clear.
How are we doing on all this stuff here? Alright. Do I feel like I can just run at them with what they've got here? I
Standing
don't know,
by.
probably. Let's just run at them.
Set a course. Item complete, Commander.
So we are kind of like in a situation here where like I could lose based on doing this improperly, but like realistically you should send a scout first, figure out what's going on, and then sort of go based off there, but we've decided not to. We've decided that we are in fact ballers. Yeah, landed right on top of the fleet. It's just immediately owning our Hoshikos, but that's fine. They'll keep each other alive for a bit.
Our fleet is under attack. Bomber
Okay.
wing reporting. Strike run commencing. Copy that, TACOM. Attack
So we want to
vector
kill
locked
the
in.
Canrax first. They're the most dangerous of the ships here. So that's what we're going to send all of our fighters to.
Good day, Commander. For the home world. Comlink active. Good day, Commander. Ready for battle. Good day,
And you can see that we're just sort of turning this guy into paper mache here,
Copy
based
that,
on the fact
TACOM.
that we don't
Mining
respect him as a
upgrade
human being,
complete.
because he's not a human being, he's a
Squad
Visari.
leader
But basically, this fella here is just getting beamed. And when you get beamed, you're not having a good time. If we get another volley of beams, that might actually, like, just basically kill this guy. Yeah, we're down shields on a bunch of our guys, but you know what? Level 3 beams.
War are upon us. Our shields are down, Commander.
Using our shields, we've got plenty of armor. I'm not going to panic yet. Yeah, there we go.
Good day, Commander.
The reason I switch it to autocast is that it's just simpler,
Ready for battle.
rather than trying to like recast it every time it needs to be cast, but there's probably better ways to do it, I don't know.
Squadron checking in. Bogies bearing 09er. Bomber wing reporting. We're coming in hot.
Okay, so these
Mining
Canrax are getting
upgrades
completely
complete.
annihilated pretty
Item
much.
complete, Commander.
They have got a bunch of Junserax, which is dangerous here, but honestly speaking, we're holding in
Standing
fine.
by.
We got that loot. That included some Endurium. We're going to get another one of these guys.
Bomber
Hoshikos
wing
are helping us
reporting.
keep alive here pretty effectively.
No armor!
I do want to get on these guys a little bit, but you know, this guy's getting himself his ass kicked. He's the one taking the brunt from these Canracks that are over here. I have no point defense in this fleet, so that is very dangerous. But we do actually have
Active.
the shield. Actually, we don't have that tech yet. Shoot. Well,
Comlink online. You made the right
I don't know why this is
choice.
not auto-casting properly.
Set
I'm
a
just going to move
course.
this guy up here so that we've got point defense running a little bit better, so... So this should intercept way more of their missiles at this point in
Mining
time.
upgrade complete.
Good day.
This guy's
Commander.
expendable, actually. Let's just do
Civilian
this.
research complete. Military research
It'll
complete.
take way less damage. Then we got the shield bounce. Okay.
Comlink active.
Okay. Let's get...
Good day, Commander. I'll make this short and sweet. Comlink active. Ready for battle. Comlink active.
So this guy's about to be crippled. I kind of actually don't mind him just sticking around. He's actually got a lot of hit points for when he is crippled, so it's kind of fine.
Start making your dinner plans. This won't take long. Comlink active. Ready for battle. Good day, Commander.
Squadron checking in.
Okay, so this guy instantly gets disabled. Pretty much going to be dead in a second here. Where are the Hoshikos? They should be...
Repairs? Ingenious. My robot stands ready. Such an elegant design.
Our shields is down, Commander.
Defense
fine.
upgrade complete.
Standing by.
An auction is underway.
We got 6 more
Go ahead,
Hoshikos here.
TACOM.
What can I fix for you?
So this guy has been brought back online by the Hoshikos. That guy got nuked. I do think this combination is actually really strong, and I also really do like... Actually, I'm just going to keep this guy on beam duty just permanently.
That's more like it. I'll make this short and
The
sweet.
antimatter recharge from the Exo Force Matrix probably keeps this guy like in permanent cast ability there. Actually, no, that doesn't help his... Alright, let's do this, I guess, then. It requires some research, but whatever, it's fine. I'm just going to do this.
Alright, you
So I
twisted
spent it.
the arm.
Standing by. Set a course.
This guy got turned around, actually.
You made the right choice.
Alright. I think we've lost enough fighters that I should probably be doing the reset thing. I know there's like a bit of a bug here that forces you to do this occasionally, but I don't actually know if it's been fixed or not, and I'm not sure how relevant it actually is. This guy's getting chipped at, but that's fine. I didn't need that, that's fine. I didn't get it.
Reading you loud and clear.
Okay, this guy... eh. Okay. We are getting some point defense happening here. That's from the fighters. Technically, they are capable of firing at missiles. They just usually don't. If you have enough of them, sometimes they'll just sporadically fire at these sort of things, though, and just take them out coincidentally, sort of thing. Okay. So we've wiped out the enemy,
Comlink
basically.
active.
These guys are all out of
Ready for
antimatter.
battle. Comlink active.
Okay, we're going to start moving
Ready
you
for
guys
battle.
to go ahead and start taking out these
Start
platforms
making
here.
your dinner plans. This won't
These are
take long.
pretty much
Copy
dead.
that, TACOM.
Reading you loud and clear.
And this is their capital, so like,
War
once we take this
on
out,
us.
like, they're dead, so... I'm not going to try and get the Ankleon. I don't think it's going to be necessary here, but... We do want to eventually clean out all this stuff here. Look at those beams. level 3 on a bunch of these guys too, so like we're doing the higher amount of damage on these beams here, the medium amount rather.
Good day, Commander.
That's the
Ready
new one.
for battle. Good day, Commander. Our shields are down, Commander.
Shields being down doesn't matter because we're just going to get healed up by all these Hoshikos.
Standing by.
Hoshikos with like capitals, like they're a very, very strong combination, makes it so that we can just keep going. We are going to run out of antimatter pretty quickly, I feel like, but we are about to get recharger droids, so we're going to like run out of all of our casting ability with the Hoshikos. They're just going to run out constantly, but that's fine. Right now they're at full, which they don't need to be. That doesn't help at all.
Our shields are down, Commander.
Sometimes I feel like these guys are losing their shields, and then they're just like gaining a bit of shields, and then they lose their shields again, so it feels extra kind of irrelevant there. Alright, let's try and actually get, just for the hell of it.
Ready for orders. Where to,
I'm
Commander?
not trying to click you, I'm trying to click this. Okay.
Another structure is in the way. Maximum civilian orbit slots
Yeah.
reached.
Yeah. Alright,
Our shields are down, Commander.
that's fine. If we had any relevant amounts of point defense, we'd be completely fine here, but as it is, we are losing a little bit of hit points on our shields. It's fine. Yeah, that's relevant. Okay. There's one Junsarak here, just hiding behind this Jasotra.
Military research complete.
Just like, save me! You can see, like, immediately getting those antimatter recharges, and then
Squad leader here.
making it so we can go ahead and do this again.
Active. Ready for battle. Good day, Commander.
What can I fix for you?
Yes, Commander. At once.
Did that thing die?
Start making your dinner
It
plans.
did die.
This won't take long.
Okay, so the phase missile platform, we accidentally just overkilled the ever-loving crap out of one of these little guys here. Just very, very dead.
Need
You
repairs?
guys need to get back here.
Yes, yes, of course.
Them being up there is a bad call.
My robots stand ready.
I'll hit him where it hurts. No armor!
No armor on these guys.
Comlink.
Dan Kobe's down. I'm gonna actually have him do that. He's the lowest level one, so actually it's probably because his stats are lower. Alright.
Bomber wing reporting. Squad leader here. Bogies bearing 09er. Civilian structure complete. Bomber wing
See
reporting.
that?
Strike team on the move. We're coming in hot.
Our shields are down, Commander.
Civilian structure complete.
Rebuilding their fleet beacon, but we are grinding forward here.
Comlink active. I'll make this short and sweet. Our shields are down, Commander. Reading you loud and clear.
Our fleet is under attack. Logistics upgrade complete.
Our shields are down, Commander.
Civilian research
Okay.
complete.
Yeah, our carriers are not like doing a humongous amount of damage to a lot of the targets we're up against here, but
Times
it's kind of just
war
not
are
that
upon
unexpected.
us.
An auction is underway.
We are starting to get
Comlink
slower
active.
gains on our
Ready for
experience points, so
battle.
that's just a
Start
part of
making your
leveling,
dinner
but
plans. This won't take long. I'll make this short and sweet.
yeah, that is just kind of a part of how this all goes here.
Shields are down, Commander.
This one Sulcerite Defensor is
structure
absolutely
complete.
just not, is very ace piloted. Just not going down from nothing.
Good day, Commander.
Alright, these turrets are all over the place. Capital's starting to get bombarded. slowly
Planet
taking it
item
down there.
complete. Civilian structure complete.
Thought that was supposed to be able to increase our cap influence points. Looks like maybe not. Yeah, Hoshikos are just pretty much out of antimatter there.
Battle.
These guys all
Who
need to
needs
head
air
over
support?
to here.
You heard the commander. My robot stands ready. Such an elegant design. Yes, yes, of course.
Okay.
You failed to place a bid.
You're gonna have to do this.
Copy that, TACOM. Attack vector locked in. Squad leader here. Bogies bearing 09er.
Comlink active.
This guy's level 3 now. It's gonna help him out a bit.
War are upon us. Our shields are down, Commander. Ready for battle. No armor!
Okay, hypothetically, we might be able to actually take everything down without actually killing all this stuff here. But
Our shields are down, Commander.
it's a bit risky bombarding the planet when you're under this much potential fire. Although we could just do it from this side of the planet, honestly. I never felt right not sieging down planets properly in this game, though. Front line of holes is grinding away just fine. Taking out these regeneration bays. Which I should be actually taking it faster, but
Research complete.
I can never remember the radius. Yeah, we're not actually fighting stuff that's in the radius of it anyway, so it's not like they were actually getting any value out of it. It's coming in. That'll be nice. I don't know why that's even there, but that's fine.
My robot stands ready. Such an elegant design.
These guys are
Need
full
repairs?
MP, so we want
Ingenious.
to in here.
Ready for battle. Targets in sight. Let's take them out. Our shields are down, Commander.
Civilian research complete.
I think we were just
Easily
outside of
done.
beam range when we were firing away there.
I'll make this short and sweet. Our shields are down, Commander. Good day, Commander. Easily done. Comlink active. That's
Okay.
more like it. Ready for battle. Our shields are down, Commander. Good day, Commander. Comlink active.
Need repairs? Ingenious. My robot stands ready. Such an elegant design. Need repairs?
They're still building, right?
Yes, of course.
Comlink online.
We're actually at military
research
cap,
needed to
wow,
expand
okay.
our fleet supply.
They are building more pulse guns, but like I think we're destroying them at a rate that's faster than them building them, so Still, this is a hell of a grind. It can be at this late stage of the game, but like you never want it to be. Just taking a look at our stats here. We are still pretty alive, though.
Bring the
I'm gonna
noise.
take out this.
Strike team on the move. We're coming in hot.
Then you take out drowned migrators.
Strike run commencing. We're coming in hot.
I should probably actually target their assemblers, in all honesty.
Standing by.
Yeah, we're at the manufacturers. That's getting cast like constantly.
Good day, Commander. I'll make this short and sweet. Comlink
They're actually taking a pretty significant amount of their hit points. It's kind of nice.
Go ahead, TACOM. Bring the noise.
Once we switch to beams, once we got the ability to use beams, they just instantly evaporate. Let's
Need
get you guys down there.
repairs? Yes, yes, of course.
Standing by.
Oops. I think we accidentally queued up Harker research, which we do not want and do not need.
Bomber wing reporting. We're coming in hot. Copy that, TACOM. Strike run commencing.
Problem with our missiles is they don't scale particularly well in this particular map because we don't have access to
Go ahead,
any of the
TACOM.
like
We're
upgrades
coming in hot.
because they're higher tech tiers, so we don't get them. But yeah, this is pretty cleared out now.
Good day, Commander. Yes, Commander. At once.
God, okay.
Easily done.
What
It's
can I
infuriating
fix
when you
for
accidentally click on a fighter and your
an
entire fleet
elegant
decides they're going to
design.
follow that fighter.
What now, Commander?
Alright, we
Need
want all of you
repairs?
guys sort of like over here with these
Ingenious.
guys. Don't really care if that Percheron gets killed.
Comlink active. I'll make this short and sweet.
Okay.
Comlink online.
Military research needed to expand our fleet supply.
What a weird map this is. I don't think I'm a huge fan of it, but clearly it's designed for like sort of faster gameplay and a tighter experience. But like whoever gets that one asteroid is just at a ridiculous advantage because your income is so low that a smaller amount like of increase from that one contested asteroid it just means a lot. So like I think that you do just jump for that asteroid, and then whoever
Military
gets it
research
wins.
complete. Come in, TACOM. Over. We're coming in hot.
What can I fix for you?
Yeah, all those Gauss weapons are still actually pretty high damage. I never ended up actually losing one of these, which is interesting. Like, I figured we'd lose some of these guys, but managed to hold strong. Oh, shit.
Time to bid. Place them
That would have
on.
gotten me an extra 2. I could actually have gotten to 15. Not that I really care, honestly. It wouldn't have made enough of a difference to have gotten me anything useful, because I would have actually put it on something else, probably. Maybe culture? Our culture is actually pretty spread. It's not that bad.
Reading you loud and clear.
This is probably where actually building a bunch of siege ships would probably be smart, but
Comlink
smart
active.
ideas is not what I'm
I'll
about.
make short work out of them.
Alright, that's everything. Our fighter wave is going to make sure that like none of their constructor ships which are going to spawn are going to actually be able to do anything.
What now, Commander?
For that reason, we want to
An
actually have these guys a little bit
excellent
forward so that they're a little bit closer to wherever those guys are going to actually
Need
spawn in.
repairs?
These guys we're going to move up here.
Times of war are upon us. Comlink active.
Actually, nah. Okay. The way that you should think about it at this point in time is like the Cole is just a really big, heavy cruiser. Like it's sort of like an ultimate version of a Destra Crusader,
Be a lesson. Next time, pay
or
up.
like a Volrek Penetrator. It works sort of the same way as that style of ship when you're using like this
Ready
beam
for
build.
battle.
It's a fairly disposable ship. Like you can
day,
pretty easily just
Commander.
let it get killed, but
Comlink active. Ready
of
for
course, some of these I
battle.
didn't remember to get exotic salvage policy. This is what I was talking about. Like, a guy spawns, just immediately gets destroyed by a fighter craft. And this is going to be game.
Where to,
It's
Commander?
it's long, slow, and
Transmission
grindy
received.
doing it this way. Which, you know, I'm not actually opposed to. I actually don't mind long, grindy games. I think they're fine, but if you're looking for a nice, quick experience, there's probably better strategy. I think this one's kind of fun, though.
Stand by for phase jump.
I should probably actually learn this tech. Submission warheads would actually be probably what we want here. If you look at dynamic frequencies, I wish it included the Cole's beam. It doesn't include it there. And we should be just at that cusp of this thing goes down. Now we could use a Marza and have it use Race Planet, and that would sort of go faster here, but
Victory! We have wiped out an enemy.
okay, let's close that up. And that was impossible AI. Yeah, like the difference between how much like tech you can get and how much like resources you can get from that tech on this map is so constrained that's a little bit bizarre. I'm surprised I won that on my first like real try. Given I don't think AI copes with this map at all. Like this place is absolutely brutal for that. But it's kind of a fun, interesting map in that sort of sense. There of like you can get rushed like super hard, super easily. The defensive cluster at the beginning, backed by carriers, also was like super powerful against the AI. Like they have very little hope of beating that. So that worked out really well. They jumped in just as I finished up that starbase. So that let us kill a whole bunch of their ships for free, and I don't think they ever actually were able to recover from that. So now all we have is Face Off, which I think is an even more close map. But we'll have to find out because that's going to be a different episode. We're going to try something else with that one. I might try another tech game. For that one, I might try a tech Corvette strategy because Corvettes are actually kind of interesting now. But it's also what the AI does. So if you play against the impossible AI and you're playing against tech, you know what a Shriken spam looks like. They will come at you with 200 Shriken, and if you don't know how to deal with that, then you just die. But if you are against, like, if you're playing from the side of actually doing that, it's very different because you can't get that kind of spam. In any event, though, that's gonna be your video for today. It's kind of what it was, but yeah, this is why I don't love the idea of streaming this game. I like it. I loved playing that. I would not find it that interesting to watch personally. In any event, hope you found this one enjoyable, and of course, as always, hope to see you guys all next time.